What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be fabricating the structure for my new claw machine build. Should be pretty fun. Check it out. The whole outside structure of this build, not including the supports I did for my control panel, there are 16 pieces with 64 total cuts, and not a single one of them is 90 degrees. And the reason I went this way is because it's really seamless when you put everything together. You notice there's no overlapping pieces. They all butt together. And I really like that look, and that's why I went for this effort. So now I'm going to show you guys how I built it. To me, the most important tool for this project is your speed square. Now, if you don't have one of these, you should definitely go get one. This is the first tool I actually bought when I first started framing houses in high school. So for fabricating this particular angle that I'm making, the easiest way to do it is literally just butt the speed square up to the very end and then cut along this line, and do the same thing here. Butt it up to the end, drop your Sharpie, draw your line, and that should make the point to make this joint. Should be no problem. I removed my vise so I can actually work on this out here, but table doesn't look very good, it turns out. But it's time to start putting this together. For rough assembly, I'm just going around and tack welding everything. And using a TIG welder, a lot of the time you don't actually need filler rod to tack weld. You're just able to move the puddle around so it bridges the two pieces. And that's actually enough to hold them together. And then after I'm done tack welding and aligning everything, I'm going to go back over and final weld it with filler rod. Should be a pretty good look when I'm complete with it. So I wanted the base of this structure to be wider than the top. And so we have an upright here from the base. This is upside down. And then we have a 45-degree jog. This is for the control panel. And then this is for the actual viewing panel. So obviously starts out straight, 45 degrees, and then 45 back. The way we do this angle, it's really not complicated. So a 45-degree cut, you have to cut each piece at 22.5 degrees. Now, you have to do that, otherwise they're not going to line up right. So if you take a 45, it fits, but you have a huge overhang on the back here. It's just not clean, ugly business. So, cut them both at the same angle, and it's all going to line up nicely. It's definitely the way you want to go. And we have fusion. There's lots of different options when you're fabricating a structure, but I went with this particular route because when you assemble everything together, it's virtually seamless as long as your welds aren't too high. And since I'm going to be painting this and it's basically going to be on display, I want it to be as smooth and clean as possible. I'm at a pretty good midpoint with this fabrication that I figured I could post the video now. I really just have to fill everything up and weld on a couple little accessories. Not that big of a deal, but I've been working on the electronics for kind of a long time because while I was out of work for lung surgery, I was able to get a lot of tinkering done and figure out how I wanted to put things together. And that's kind of where this whole project started, was just me being bored at home. So look forward to the next videos. It's going to take a little while to build it, but I think it should be worth the wait. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And thanks always for doing your part to help make this world a strange place.